Hi, I'm Dan, and my therapist told me to post my coming out story onto YouTube because it's inspirational. So, here goes. When I was 5, me and my sisters were watching a Leonardo DiCaprio movie. Both of them were in love with him, and they both commented him on being cute, and this is the part that proves that homosexuality isn't a choice. I said something, I think, like saying he was cute just to like agree with my sisters. And then my older sister, who was 7 at the time, so she didn't know what she was talking about, said, "Don't say stuff like that, boys don't say that." So then I didn't say anything for a while, like for a few years. And then, but even after that though, I would still judge guys like on their looks. And then in 5th grade, I started thinking of guys a little differently. I wanted to see them shirtless, and I always wondered what they look like shirtless, and it just really aroused me. And I didn't think that anything was really wrong with me. I was just like, well, maybe I had just always been different. I was like, maybe I'm just closer to my sisters, and so this is why it's happening to me. And then, I got really scared because in 8th grade I developed this crush on this guy, and he was my first male crush. And I also had a crush on this girl, and it was very confusing, but then it was also scary because I thought that I was doing something wrong for being myself and for being who I was meant to be. And so I was just like, oh, if only I had played sports, I would have been protected from this and everything. And later on I found out that even sports can't protect you. But so then I was kind of scared, but then anyway, so I told my older sister that I had a crush on this guy, and she knew I had a crush on this girl. And so then she asked me, "So are you gay?" And I was like, "I think so." And so she cried, and I took that as something negative, and I was like, oh my god, did I do something wrong? And then so that summer I met this other guy who I worked with at the rec center over in my town for a little while, and he was really nice, and he was older, and I really liked him, so I thought I had gotten over the first boy. So then when she asked me, oh, so do you still like that boy? I technically didn't lie when I said no, or at least I thought I didn't, because I thought I didn't like him anymore. But anyway, so then she was like, oh, well, I guess you were just going through a phase, and I was like, yeah, I guess so. And then, in freshman year, I was only with a few people I had gone to Parkside with, and so, like, I almost came out to my new friends, who were like from Taylor and everything, but I didn't because I didn't want word to get around school, and then my sister finding out from somebody other than me, because she was a senior at the time. So I still kept quiet. But then that summer, I found this boyfriend, or I found this guy on a dating site, and I'm not advocating for them, so don't use them, because you never know who the heck you're gonna get. He could be some psychopath weirdo. But anyways, so he was my first boyfriend, and we lasted 6 months. And actually, before we met, my mom found the dating site. I think a little bit before my birthday, and so then she asked me, "Are you gay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so I just totally let it out. And so she cried, but I knew it wasn't negative, and she even was like, "It's not a negative thing. I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I'm shocked, and because I'm sad for what's gonna happen to you, or what could happen to you." And so, I understood, because yeah, it is kind of dangerous and everything to be like, so open, but it's also really freeing because, you're not being eaten alive from the inside. So anyways, so we were going out, and I asked him, are you okay with going out with a guy who's not out? And he's like, why are you not out? And so I was like, no, I'm not yet. And so he's like, yeah, I'm okay with it. But then I had told a few friends, like, oh yeah, did you see that I'm going out with this guy, with someone? And they were like, oh yeah, so who's the lucky girl? And I was like, actually, it's a guy. And they were like, really? Oh, well, I'm so happy for you, Dan. And so they were just really supportive, all of them. And so then, so since after I had told a few friends and my mom found out, I was just like, you know what, I need to post a blog. So I posted a blog on MySpace, and because I didn't want to message people individually or post a bulletin, because like I hadn't talked to some people in about a year or longer, so they would have been like, what the hell, why is he like messaging me all of a sudden? So I posted a blog, and I had my younger sister read it first, and she posted a comment that was really cute and sweet, and she was totally supportive. And then my older sister, I had her read it, and she cried again. But I knew it was a negative, so so then it was all good, and my sisters knew, and a whole bunch of my friends knew, and the people who commented were really nice, and they all supported me. And then I did experience a few rough patches throughout my coming out and everything and being openly gay, but I don't want to scare people, so I'm not going to go into detail. But but I will say this: my dad was actually not supportive, and well, at first, and that's probably because he's Latino and I'm half, so so you know, it's like a cultural thing. I'm not saying don't come out if you're Latino or anything, because you really should, like if you're ready to. So he wasn't so supportive, but now he is, and now it's been over a year. I've had 2 boyfriends and a few interests in guys, and they haven't really ended well. But yeah, I've pretty much had a happy coming out and being gay. Like I said, I did have a few rough patches throughout, but you know, just lots of people were really supportive, and um, and that's pretty much it. So if you want to message me and ask about advice for coming out, and if you're ready, then go ahead, send me a message. And if you just want to vent to someone, talk to someone, and get some advice about something, I'm here for you too, because I've been told I give pretty good advice. So go ahead and message me, and I'll try to get back to you soon. So thank you for listening.